to go with your ATM card. And then when you go with your ATM card, you put it in and say, hey, let 10,000 naira come out. The reason 10,000 naira can come out of the ATM is because there's money installed in the ATM. It doesn't come from the air. That is the same reason why when you go to swap your token from Solana to maybe WET, or you swap even if it's not on Solana, you swap on BSC from maybe Pancake, the coin Cake, to another coin. The reason it is swappable is because there's money inside a pool. If there's no money inside a pool and it's not swappable, those are what we call honeypots. You see, to keep returning back to you and then you can't sell. So such situations can happen, and protocols like protocols like Meteora comes in. That is where protocols like Meteora comes in. So on the Meteora liquidity pool, it offers you um, chances for you to put in your money into the liquidity pool, and in return make fees. I don't know if that, I don't know if you get what I mean. Now, so this is it. This is basically what I'm saying. So let's say I make a token today, and you see it's going viral, and you realize that the liquidity inside it is not too much. You're saying that it's maybe just $10,000 inside, and you want to contribute with your $40, you want to contribute with your $50, you want to contribute with your $60 into the pool so that people can have a seamless swap. So basically, this is what you're doing. You are contributing into the ecosystem with Meteora. You are literally contributing into the ecosystem, and also making seamless trades to happen. So now in return, the system pays you. The system pays you because you have said, here is my $100. I want to put it into the liquidity pool to support this token called WET, to support this token called Bitcoin on Bitcoin, to support this token called Cake, to support this coin called BNB. So you're putting in your money to provide liquidity. So it's just like putting in your money in a bank to support an ATM machine so that people can bring out their money seamlessly, so that there will be money inside for people to bring out. But in return, you get paid some fees. Now, mind you, you can always pull out the money you put in, and then also while you have pulled out the money you've gotten in, you get fees in return. I hope this ideology was
Yes,
explained.
yes. Just in addition to what you are saying, let me put also use something I have done in the past. You guys know about CBN Treasury Bill. Now, CBN Treasury Bill is a Nigeria, for those who live in Nigeria, it's a system whereby the government actually put in place, whereby you can put money in the bank, like put in some amount of money in the bank, and the bank are going to use this money to give people maybe as loan or to trade with it. Whatever they're going to use the money to do is not your business, but this bank is going to promise you a particular fees interest. Like sometimes it might be on 3 months basis or on 1 month basis or 6 months basis. The bank is going to tell you we are going to be giving you back so interest while your money remains untouched, untampered. Once anytime you want to pull in your real capital, you pull in with the interest the bank is giving to you. Like there's some I know a friend of mine who has money very well. He's making around 300 million naira in Nigerian currency. I won't mention the amount he put in a treasury bill every three months. Right now, it is now almost every month he's doing 300 million naira every month just because he kept money in the bank. Now, but in Meteora, you are literally making this money every day. All right, you can go ahead, Sifon, just to throw more light on what you're talking about.
At this point, I think everybody should understand it, because that's a clear scenario of what actually goes on. But then with Meteora, because it's crypto, just like you said, you make money every day, depending on how much transaction is being made. Definitely, you're making money every day. So a really, really this is a really interesting scenario, because you can literally, I would say it this way, you can literally make a living off of just liquidity pooling. You can literally make a living off of liquidity pooling. This is something I do. This is something I literally do. You can put yourself on a salary based off of just using Meteora. I don't know if you get what I mean. So this is a journey that everybody would enjoy. This is a journey every single person will enjoy. Now, so let's get straight into it. I'm going to like share screen. Guess I'm going to share screen. So before, can everybody see my screen? Is my screen sharing?
Yeah, he's sharing now. Sharing now.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, every single person would have to first of all download DexScreener if you don't already have it. So you want to download DexScreener. Now, so basically what you want to do on DexScreener. Now, because you're doing all of this thing yourself, so you have to just get the DexScreener and you are going to be hunting for volume where you're seeing the most volume. And I'm seeing 1.7 volume here. I'm seeing 6 million volume. Like basically you're just hunting for where are people doing the most money. And so far so good. I'm seeing a coin called 67, and I think it's on Solana.
Please,
And
I think you are a bit faster. Like some of these persons are complete newbies. They don't even know what you mean by volume, and they don't even understand what you're talking about. I know most majority of our students here understand what. Maybe you can take a bit. You can break it down a little bit so that they will follow you very well.
okay, no problem. So now guys, I'm going to break it down like I'm talking to a complete child. That is how I'm going to break it down. So first of all, for you to do these things successfully, I believe you can still see my screen. You first have to download something called DexScreener. And it's really simple. All you need to do is go to the App Store and just type in DexScreener. It's simple, just DexScreener, and here's the app. I don't know if mine is updated.
Yeah,
I
we've
think
got
it's
it now.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So good. You might want to update yours if you have and it's not updated, just so that you get real time, like you have like updated information and your app doesn't lag. So yeah, I just updated my DexScreener and voila, I'm here. Now, so when you're here in DexScreener, you can do so many things on DexScreener. You can, like right now, it is on the six. What has been it has been filtered down. The coins you're seeing here is filtered down to what is trending in the last 6 hours. So you can break it down to what has been trending in the last 1 hour, right? But I must tell you, what we are looking for is trend. What is trending? And another thing you're looking out for is volume. Another thing you're really, really, really looking out for is volume. Guys, please listen up because this is where things get pretty interesting. So I'm not, I would have scanned to see, oh, can I see 10 million volume? But I'm already seeing 6 million, which looks really juicy and looks like somewhere we can actually milk from. Now, so like Mr. Gideon said, he said a lot of us might be wondering, oh, how did I see the 6 million volume? Now, I'm going to explain this like I'm explaining it to newbies. Now, all of these coins here are coins trending in the last 6 hours. Coins that have been doing numbers or are being talked about in the last 6 hours. Or you can say coins that have had the most mind share in the last 6 hours. Popular coins that are on the lips of people, that people are talking about in the last 6 hours. And number one on our list, we have Pepper, we have Dino, and all of that. But we are mostly after volume. For others, for me, I'm mostly after volume. I'm looking out for where I can LP with volume. And this is where we have if you look at this coin called 67, I believe you can see a coin called Pepper, you can see a coin called Dino, you can also see a coin called 67. And if you look at 67, you would literally see something like LIQ, which means liquidity. So the liquidity inside of it is $1 million. Volume is 6.5. The market cap is 31.3 M. I believe you guys can see. So basically, I'm just going to click on it. USDT for this coin is 0.03132 da 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 da, and that's the price in USD. And this is the price in Sol. Then this is the liquidity. You can see it's locked. And then this is the FDV. And you can see it has had 25,000 transactions in the last 24 hours, $6.5 million in volume in the last 24 hours. And yes, you can see the makers, you can see the buyers, all of this stuff. You can see the buy volume is about 3.3 million, sell volume is about $3.1 million. So this volume looks really, really juicy. So next thing you might want to do is go into the Meteora app. Go into the Meteora app. Meteora. Good. So this is the Meteora app. Go into the Meteora app. So this is Meteora. In case you didn't know, Meteora is meteora.ag. Enter. Very good. Now, so what is the name of this coin? What's the name of this coin that has 6.6 million, that has $6.5 million in volume? It's called
67.
the official 67 coin. But then you might want to type that out, but you could get the wrong token. You could actually get the wrong token. So basically, what you want to do, what you're basically going to be looking out for is the contract address. So, and how do you get contract address? This is it. You could just copy it here from DexScreener. Now, in case people didn't know, contract addresses are unique identities for tokens. And no two separate tokens can have the same contract address. So, sorry, okay, this is the contract address here. It ends with pump 67. So 67 is the name of the coin. And then I'll just move to Meteora and hit on search. Good. Now, so right now we can actually open a position. We can open a position and provide liquidity. If you have $1,000, $50, you can open it. Like you can open your own fresh pool and say, hey, here's my pool, and put your own feed. How much do you want them to be charged, to be paying for each time they trade through your pool? I don't know if you get my point. You can choose that. Now, all of these strategies are just a little. Like, trust me, it only needs like if we want to go on with this session properly, we only need like a complete 1 week. But if you're still here and you want to learn it, I can break it down for you here. You get, but then trust me, like this is the disclaimer I'm telling you. Trust me, you need some time to be able to understand it. It can be tricky, but it's very interesting. And when you learn it, you can sleep and just be making money. I don't know if you get my point. Now, so you can see a couple of people have locked some money in here. Like this guy opened a pool. It's called a bin step pool. That's what he opened here, a DLMM pool. And so far, so good. Not him alone. He probably made the pool and then people joined him. So this is one thing you need to know. You can open your own pool and people will join you. Like, let's say you catch this, we caught the token earlier and we opened the pool. People will join you and put money into the pool. It's your pool. Do you understand? It's your pool. And you may not be able to destroy the pool because it's crypto. Crypto is immutable. But you can take out your money and your fees goes away. You can say, for every single time anybody comes here to trade, I'm collecting 10% of your money. I don't know if you understand my point. And then you just leave it in there. People are selling, people are buying. Like, you're just making fees. You're just making fees until maybe the coin crashes and everything is gone. So this is how you can create a pool here. You get, and let's say I want to join this guy in this pool. This is the total amount locked in here. Now, you can look at this is a really tricky thing. So, but I'll do my best to see if I can explain it. Now, so there's bin step, there's base fee, there's the dynamic fee, total trading fee, max fee, protocol fee, 24-hour fee. And so far so good. You can see, I think this guy, just one person alone, yes, this guy has made $4,500 from this pool. He has made $4,500 from this pool, and he put in $592 into this. So he probably got this very early, and this is the most used pool. So the trading fee, the total trading fee he set for it is 5%, 5%. Yeah. So basically, so that is how it works. That is basically how it works. That is basically how it works. So um that is how it works with pools. You can just create your own pool. You get, like, you can see people, there are 64 pools that people have created for Trump slash USDC. And during the Trump era, people made a lot of money, like tons and tons of money from it. And it's even still doing volume till today, because you can see $8 million in volume on Trump. So now, listen to me, guys. So when you are trying to LP, first of all, you want to be early. You want to be early, number one. Number two, you want to be useful. And how are you useful? With your money. Your money is lying around, help out in a pool and put your money in there, and then you're making fees. You just put in your money like, when I no get money to, like, I see it's only $5,000. Yes, here's my contribution. 10 other people say, hey, some people have power of like 20K. Here's my contribution. And when people trade, when people like you and myself trade, I hope you know, when you and myself are trading, we are paying fees. And these fees are going somewhere. They are going to contributors within the ecosystem. And that is you and I. Very soon, when we start putting money into liquidity pools and making money from fees and getting our monies back. Now, but now this is the catch. This is the catch. It can get tricky. It can get tricky because you need to know what pairs are steady pairs. So there are some pairs like maybe Solana. It is very steady. It will only move 125 to 135, then come down back. There is a strategy for trading those kind of coins. There's a strategy for trading things like for LP in, let me put it that way, for liquidity pooling into such kind of tokens. There's a strategy, and I advise using the curve strategy for that. So for stable tokens that are not like crazy volatile, you get. So, and then maybe for like tokens that are very aggressive, probably like this one. Which one was that again that we looked at? Like this 67. I would advise using like sideways, like using a sideways liquidity distribution for it. And so that you could make money either way, whether it goes up, it goes down. I don't know if you get my point. You get, so you just put like it's really simple. It's really, really simple. I just need you all to be very aggressive, like aggressive in the sense that you should be aggressive to learn. Like you should be very inquisitive about this thing and how does this thing work. Trust me, this is something that can really print. It's a really printing a lot of money for a lot of people. By the way, if you want to use it, you definitely have to connect your wallet. So just in case you're using Jupiter, you can use Jupiter. If you want to use Phantom, you can use Phantom. I don't have some. I don't know which wallet is most convenient for yourself, but the wallet I use the most is Jupiter. So you can choose to use Jupiter if you want to, and yeah, that is basically that about Meteora liquidity pooling. So let me go on X just in case you get. I don't think you most likely are going to get the most information from the. You're going to get the most information from what do you call it, Twitter. But then, just to keep up with maybe updates on stuff, you could go on Meteora and maybe just give them a follow. Yeah, I think Meteora follows me as well. Didn't realize that. So you can go on Meteora and give them a follow. Give them a follow. Give Meteora a follow. That's the first thing you want to do, and keep up and just keep up with them. Trust me, I'm not telling you to keep up with them because you're going to learn from them, because they have a product and they believe. One thing with these guys that have this kind of things, they have a product and believe everybody knows how to use it, and they are gone, and they're just making money there. You understand? But then it's kind of like really technical. But then just keep up with them, and also like me and Mr. Gideon like spoke a couple of times, and then he's also thinking of like building an audience on X. So probably when that comes up, we could push that and maybe bring you guys to X. You get so now that we are really venturing into Web3, now that we are really, really venturing into Web3, even before Mr. Gideon's arrival properly on X, I would advise that everybody creates an X account. Even if you have 0 followers, just create an X. You guys could maybe be friends with each other and follow yourselves on X, because trust me, if you're going to be in DeFi and you really want to be informed, you would have to like be on X, you understand? And Mr. Gideon is always going to be coming up. He's always going to be doing like there's this really cool thing you could do on Spaces. Like he could definitely do things like private spaces here on X for people who are subscribed to the class, like a private session on X, and then we could just have some really cool times. And one thing I think I love about X is that you could share some posts privately on still on the space, and then just be talking and stuff. So guys, yeah. So basically, what I'm just trying to say is, please go get an X. Go make sure you get an X account. I know you might look at it as boring and this thing is only for news or for people that are intelligent or whatnot. Nah, don't look at X that way. Like if you really want to make money, you just have to follow the rules of the ecosystem or follow the rules of the game.
Somebody is saying that his Meteora is not connecting to his Jupiter. Can you
Oh,
do that practical section? Yeah.
okay. So it's simple. It's really, really, really simple. So, um, give me a second. Can you guys see my screen?
Sure, we can.
Okay. Perfect. Cool. So to connect Meteora, like me, if I'm using Jupiter, like you can, if you have to switch to switch to any wallet that you want, switch to any wallet that has some money in it, and you really want to do it. Like let's say, I'm coming. Give me a second. Okay, let me use this. Good. And it's really simple. Just type in Meteora
Are you typing
dot.
it inside Jupiter?
Yes, you can type it inside Jupiter.
Okay.
You can type it from your this thing, from your regular browser and connect it. But I advise, you can see how I'm connecting mine, right? Just confirm and it's connected. That's all. There's nothing tough about it. There's nothing tough about it. So just connect. You get. But then, very importantly, guys, trust me, um, it's a lot more enjoyable when you're LPing with your friends. I don't know how to put it. You get like when you're LPing with your friends and making money with your friends, like or as a network. You get me? Which definitely we are going to be doing, and we are working on something really huge, which will be coming out really soon. So trust me, you're like this is it's a really good thing that we are telling you about LPing right now. So you prepare your mind for it, and don't fret, because I know some people might go to YouTube and start checking and get discouraged because it's beginning to look like mathematics to you. You get, trust me, this is, we are here to literally just simplify it today. So at least we've been able to get the base of everything, that you are providing money so you can get fees in return. I don't know if you get my point. You're providing money on a pool so that you can get fees in return. And also, I'm also informing you that hey, there are strategies to this thing. So the way you can. Some people just want to, make something like 7% on their money, maybe every week, because they are going in with a size. So they make the risk really. They make the risk very what do you call it? Like they make themselves not like. Let me tell you something. There's a way to LP in such a way that you're just chilling and just making maybe 3% every week. I don't know if you get my point. You're just making 3% every week, and you don't really want to care about you don't care too much whether the coin is rugging or moving down or moving up. You're just trying to make money on a chill basis. I don't know if you get my point. So, but There are some people who aggressively want to make like 60. You could make fees as much as 60% of your profit in a day, depending on how aggressive the token is. Depending on how aggressive the token is. So that is basically it. So yeah, yeah, that's basically how it is. You get so and another thing, like your another thing you may want to like in case you want to like check Twitter, like you could like I'm coming, give me a second. So another thing another like folks you might want to follow is this LP army in case you like just want to keep up. Like trust me, you may not get anything educative from them, but then you feel like okay, I don't know how to put it. You feel like okay, I think I'm beginning to get myself attached and acquainted with it. You understand? So like I would have loved to tell you, hey, this is where you can learn it from. But then I will be very honest with you. I tried everything I could when I was trying to learn how to LP. I tried everything like going on YouTube. I was getting confused. And funny thing is that I was downing the videos very well and I end up getting confused. Have you ever gone to a mathematics class and you're like, instead of getting the thing simplified, you're getting a lot more confused. Yeah. So, um, basically, just I'm just going to like break this down again for those who may not really understand. So, um, um, for you to actually LP, you need at least 0.1 soul or an equivalent of 0.1 soul to be able to LP. And 0.1 soul right now is about $10, I would say. $13 thereabouts. So, but then trust me, when you're LPing with $10, you're not going to be enjoying it because just imagine just making only 10% every day of $10. So you most likely want to try with something like maybe $100, $50 or something. Or you could like, yeah, test the waters with maybe the $10. And if you enjoy what you're doing, you could test the waters with something else. But then I must tell you something, guys. There's a hidden secret here, and it's called the Meteora pooling. But then this is what I will tell you for those who may want to go and try it at home. This is crypto, and trust me, if you're going to be messing around with Meteora, don't do it unattended. I don't know if you get what I mean. So it's more like if they never
Okay,
choose.
I think I'm going to just say something now.
Okay.
To what you are talking about. For those who are listening and paying attention. Now, in the mature liquidity pooling, I believe C4 have been able to break down how it works step by step, and I believe most of us are following. But some persons who are quite new to the Web3 ecosystem and the Web3 entirely is very simple. Like um DeFi is not complicated. It's not complicated at all. We are looking at the decentralized finance, and in this particular world, your money, nobody is in charge of your money. Nobody have access to your money. You are in charge of your money, and this is how it works. The place he asks you to go on the DexScreener is like a trading platform for decentralized finance, where people, launches new coins are being updated, new different coins you can see as the coin is pumping. Maybe the coin is currently the volumes the coin is doing. Yours is to identify the coin that has good volume, and then LPN is talking about has more to do. It is talking about the liquidity pooling, and we've explained Meteora to you guys as a system whereby you are putting in money. You have money. Let's say he told you minimum amount of money you can use to do is like $10, 0.1 so. Now with your $10, with your $20, with your $50 or $100, 1,000, 10,000, any amount you have, you are putting it into a coin. Now let me use the word a coin. That coin, you are not buying the coin. Pay attention. You are not buying this coin. Your interest is not to buy the coin, but you are putting it into a pool so that others, people, as they are buying and selling this coin through that your own pool, you are getting those trading fees. Like I will use the word gas fees. Some of us know about gas fee already. You are getting fees. And if the coin, why you are looking at for coins that are doing huge volume, is because you want to make the best money. You want a place whereby people are already transacting very well. Okay, you want a place where people are already transacting very well, where people are already buying, that like there's a lot of transaction happening in that particular community or environment. You want an environment where people are doing buying and selling. So you can actually LP, you can actually do that for either only buy, like for those who are trading in Binance, like some of us who are already using you trading, you know about, let's say, buy order or sell order. You can LP for people who want to. You are saying that I want to make money only when people buy this coin, or I want to make money only when people sell this coin. And you can also be in the middle. I want to make money whether people are buying or they are selling this coin. Regardless of whatever they are doing, you have positioned yourself to make money from their transactions. So you only, that at that particular stage, you don't care whether the coin is pumping or the coin is crashing. Where the coin, let's say, like for example, if you buy a coin, those who are trading spot market, for example, now you buy a coin to hold. Note that when the coin goes down, you have not lost your money, but of course your money is going. The value of your money is reducing. And the more the coin goes down, the value of your money keep reducing. So for you to make money as someone who is trading spot or who purchases a coin to hold, you are at the mercy of the coin going up. Now, with this particular system, you can trade it in a way that you put the money in the middle. Whether the people are buying the coin, because you didn't purchase the coin, you only put your money in the pool so that people can be able to, you can make money as people are buying or they are selling the coin from the fees people are paying. Now, is, as I told you earlier, is not technical. It's just something you need to pay attention to understand. And that was why I actually told you guys that this class is not for everybody. This class is actually for those who are in the private mentorship session, but I put it up to allow some persons from who are not even in the session to join us tonight. But subsequently, we are going to be making this class exclusive for only members of the 10K group, maybe inner group, intruders group, and other groups, so that you can be able to pay attention to. You can get the best details of it. Now, we're going to have, this is just an introductory class. Don't bother and don't be skeptical. There is nothing difficult about Meteora liquidity pooling. It's not difficult at all. Like, if you guys can be able to crack down the code in you trading, make a lot of money, you have a student in this system. I was just doing a review today. This guy have made almost $680,000 just by using a robot to trade. Then this particular system we are doing, you're going to make the best money. And the beautiful thing is that it requires, like, it doesn't require huge capital, and it's available for anybody, and it's not trading. Like, it's not literally the organic or the normal trading, There is no leverage, it's not like futures trading. So it's something that is very, very simple. Now, people are asking for videos to follow up. No, we are going to be doing live classes, and we are already recording trainings, like different training classes for you guys. Now we're working behind a lot of this on this particular system. We are, next year 2026, we want to make huge money in the Web3 space. Like, we want to diversify and go deep in the Web3. And I want to assure you that there is so much money to be made in the Web3 space. Like, in the DeFi world, there are a lot of money to be made. So prepare your mind for something massive, even before this year comes to an end. Like, so we're going to be having several classes on this, but it's going to be only for those who are in our mentorship groups. So, Siphon, I just want you to break down before our time is running so fast. Go through the class again, like step by step, take it calmly, so that we're not. I'm sure that there is no way we can finish particular class in even in 3 days. It's going to take like 1 full week back-to-back training, and that is why we are recording the classes. Make sure you don't jump any. You see this system we are introducing to you guys. Some of you are going to become billionaires through this system. Like, some of you are going to make thousands of dollars. You're going to be seeing yourself making thousands of dollars with the kind of energy some of you guys put into you trading. You are going to be making thousands of dollars through this system that you are being introduced to right now. And every single thing that you needed to succeed in this system will be handed over to you step by step. Everything, the classes, everything will be given to you step by step. So kindly run through again the place you've gotten to so far. So in our subsequent class on Monday, we can continue. Are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Yes,
So,
yes. Share your screen again and start it all from where you stopped. Start it all over again, step by step, the practical step, and then walk them through. Stop from the desk cleaners, how to everything to the Meteora app, and in our subsequent class, we're going to proceed from where we stop.
okay. So just before I share my screen, I just need you guys to lock in. When I say lock in, just be hooked here because I don't know if I should say this, but then I can't give too much information, but I must tell you, we are cooking. When I do like you could just tell yourself or tell someone who is next to you and tell them, hey, they are cooking. Like trust me, when we say we are cooking, we've literally back tested. We've literally back tested the whole Meteora thing. Back tested and we are working on something that is going to make it so easy for you guys, like crazy easy. You understand? So I'm going to walk you guys through it. And trust me, in all you do, if there's nothing you've ever learned in crypto, if there's nothing you've ever learned in crypto, at least learn how to LP. If you don't know anything, trust me, when you would learn how to LP, you have an edge over out. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say 90% of people, because you now understand how crypto works. Once you understand LP, you're done with crypto. I can literally tell you that you're done with crypto. And another thing I would say is that there's no way on earth you understand how to LP and tell me you are broke. Impossible. Very like it's not even a thing of you are broke. It means like you know really how to LP,
You were
and
talking
then you're
about, you tell me that you're not a millionaire.
exactly. Exactly. There's no way on earth. Like there's no way on earth you know how to LP and you're not a millionaire. Like at least not a millionaire. So now I'm going back. Okay, I said I'm going back to what do you call it? I'm going back to sharing my screen right now. And yeah, give me a second, guys. I feel like I'm getting old with sharing screen. What's going on? Mm. Um, share screen. Sorry, I was getting a call. Start broadcast, and yeah, I think it's sharing already. Okay, I believe you guys can see my screen. I want to believe. So the first thing I said, is download DexScreener. First thing I said, download the DexScreener. Now, like for the download, so far so good. What you need is DexScreener and maybe X. You get X because I think I did break it to you guys that Mr. Gideon is going to be coming up on X, and trust me, it's going to be huge, like crazy huge. So you have to just have your X and be waiting ahead of time so you connect, because you will be definitely having a lot of like activities, posts for you to interact with. Like I saw somebody say something like drop video, what, so that we could follow it gently and all. Trust me. Like I'll tell you, get DexScreener, get X, and when Mr. Gideon gets his stuff together, which is which it most likely could be this week or next week, or like just know it's going to be really soon. Get X and get prepared. So with these two tools, X and DexScreener, and your mobile phone, you're on your way to being the next big thing. Trust me. So um remember the idea behind this thing, the idea behind providing liquidity is going to where there is volume. Remember, just keep that at the back of your head if you're writing or doing anything. Go to where there's volume. That is what every businessman will do, because this is just like a business. You won't go to a place where there's less. I'm trying to relate to this thing with real life because I know there's a lot of people really new to this thing. So it is not going to seem too complicated. You see how I've made material which can be so complicated less complicated. Now you shouldn't carry your food. Let's say you're a chef. You shouldn't carry your food to a place near an ocean that is very cold and everybody's refusing to go and start selling food to nobody. You have to go to where there are people to be able to earn something. You have to go to where there is something happening. And how do you know that something is happening in crypto? Volume, number one. Volume and number of transactions. Oh my God. Volume and number of transactions, first of all. Volume and number of transactions. So based off of here, I know nobody can respond. So far, so good. Where has the most volume? What token are you seeing with the most volume? I'm not saying you can't LP into this token or this token. We can. But then, like, you're most likely going to be thinking about volume. So which one has the most volume? Which one looks like it's trendy, like it's going to bring out something? And I chose 67 because it has look at how to check volume. Look at it has volume of 6.4 million. Good. Now, so remember, with this deck screener, all you need to do is scroll down, go to the 67, and copy the contract address. Now, I'm going to do it with another one. Let's say I want to do this pepper, and I want to provide liquidity for pepper. If I want to provide liquidity for pepper, I would come here and click, look at where pepper is, and click on this and copy. Good. Now, when you copy that, have that on your clipboard. You get have that. I'm doing pepper since I did the other one the last time. So, let me go to Jupe. Sorry, let me go to my Jupiter wallet, and what I want to do is LP on what I want to do is LP on what do you call it, on Pepper. So I just have to, what I need to do is paste this contract address, and there you go. So I could LP into a DLMM pool, which we'll talk about some other time. There's a lot to talk about. I can LP into a DAMM pool, but then you can see nobody created that. And I'll tell you why, because this is version 2, by the way. And I can LP into a dynamic automated market maker if I want to. I can LP into an LST, which I don't think I see anybody LPing into there. Now, I would explain also later why some people don't use a couple of these pools. I could LP into a stake and earn. And now, the obvious reason why nobody like created a pool for staking and earning is that obviously there'll be no customer who's nobody wants to stake their token. Or I could LP into a multi-token. You get, but then the most that people LP into is always usually a DLMM. So that is basically what we're going to be talking about the most. But then just in case you think that all of those tokens, all of those what do you call it, pools, why are people not in there? There are people into, like, if you check Trump, for instance. God, that big. If you check Trump, for instance, you're most likely going to see people across every pool, across almost all pools. A dynamic pool, the LST. Why? Okay, there's no LST. There's no LST because I don't think Trump supports staking yet. So but for now, we are going to be talking about like the DLMM pool and how to stake into it. We're also definitely going to talk about the DAMM version 2, the dynamic automated market maker, and how that works. Basically, all of these things are doing the same thing, but what? Different strategies, different pools. And we'll talk about why a single coin will fit into a dynamic pool, why it will fit into a DLMM, why it is the best way to LP. I don't know if you get what I'm basically trying to say. So that is it basically. So now for someone who asks how to get connected to Jupe or your wallet, hey, somebody said something like, hey, this thing is not connected. Once you see Jupiter here or Phantom at this spot, can you see this space? And it's showing disconnect. It means it's connected. You get, so you know you're not connected when it's showing you connect, and all you need to do is just click connect. Now, and the best way for you to access Meteora, like I think to make it a lot similar, to make it a lot seamless for yourself, is to just come into the Jupiter mobile app and just type in Meteora. Oops, my God. Meteora.ag, and then you just click go, and there you go. Now we build liquidity pools for liquidity providers, launch pads, and launches. So now with Meteora, you can, like, there are several things you can do with Meteora. Like, you can launch a token on Meteora. literally launch a token on Meteora and put it out there, and people create liquidity pools, and it becomes tradable. And they earn fees because they created a pool for you, or you can create a pool. It's really, it's very, very simple. So, another like one really good strategy before I jump off is one really good strategy to earn money on liquidity pooling is drop it on a very popular token. You may not earn too much. It could be just like 3% a day, but or 1% a day, or 0.5% a day, which makes it really safe. It's just basically maybe dropping some money on things like Solana, if the Bitcoin Solana, or dropping on a very slow coin. You get that's for people who don't want to be that aggressive. And then you're making money. It's just like you don't touch it until maybe after the month you go and take your salary. You can literally make a living. You can literally make a living on the Meteora, what do you call it? On the Meteora liquidity pool system. Yeah. So I think that's that by that. And by the way, I think I also want to talk about like the wet token that launched previously. There were some people like I also got involved in the whole like liquidity pooling because I know there was going to be volume, you understand? And then I slid some of my money in there and made a couple of fees, which I think is really good for funding your lifestyle. If you get my point, like trust me, I'll say this again. If there's anything you want to learn in crypto and you don't know how to do liquidity pooling, it's a bit dodgy. I don't know if you get what I mean. So I think that's that by that. And also with the wet token, like somebody messaged me on Twitter. I saw the message on Sunday. I don't know if I did reply. Somebody messaged me on Twitter and said they put in their money. The guy didn't get into the pre-sale. The pre-sale went well, by the way, just in case you didn't know. The pre-sale went really well for those who waited. This guy didn't get into the what do you call it? He didn't get into the pre-sale. But when the token launched, he bought with the coin and made nearly 4x on the token. Again, because I think he told me he put in like about $200 and made about 4x of it, like $800 on the token. And I told him congrats, and I think I told him congrats. I don't know if he kept on asking a couple questions about like, yeah, but I wasn't able to reply because I don't know. Yeah, so that's that. So I'm basically just trying to tell you that, see, guys, there are several things in crypto here that you can actually put your hands on and make money. And I just needed to talk about it and tell you, hey, it was a success. And I'm here again telling you about Meteora and also letting you know that this is an even way bigger and sustainable opportunity. When I mean sustainable, you when you have things like, how do I put it? When you have things like a Ponzi scheme, which will come in and bang and give you some really good money. It's not sustainable, is it? It's just going to maybe give you money or make you take your money. But with Meteora,
No,
it's going to be there for a lot.
Ponzi scheme doesn't give you money. It takes your money. It lure you in to take your money. All right.
Exactly.
I think we'll make justice to the basic training on this, and we are going to be talking more on this. Subsequently, we are going to be doing a lot on this soon. I just want you guys to make sure you stick around, like you stay around. If you are not a member of our community in youth trading, all you are required to do is to get access to get your yogas in the youth trading community. Reach out to any of our admins to add you to the mentorship group because trainings like this are offered only to private mentorship, only for those who are in our any of our mentorship section. Now we are having something similar to Meteora that is also very huge. We are coming up with, we are kicking off with this with members of the end traders group. I have said that to you guys earlier that if you're in the end traders group, you should be expecting us talking about this and showing you guys guidelines. Let me tell you something. Let me say this quickly. If you have never made money in crypto space or you never believe in the crypto space, I want to assure you that this is the biggest thing you can ever think about in the crypto space right now. Like go to YouTube, go to anywhere, you will hardly see people talking about it because it is like the real money is hidden under somewhere where people don't really know about. You see a lot of people talking about trading, a lot of things, but we are bringing out these hidden gems that are going to make you thousands and even millions of dollars. We are bringing it out for you guys to learn. And we are practically making the whole process simplified. As I told you earlier, right now we are currently recording classes on it, step by step guide to, or how you can be able to do this and succeed. We are actually trying to assess a bot that can actually do the LP for you, to pilot without you doing anything. And we are giving out these things to those who are in the intraders group. Like, tell me why you don't want to be in the intraders group. There are so many opportunities for those members in the intraders group. And if you're there, you are really lucky and you're going to be doing a lot. You're going to be accessing a lot and you're going to be making money through these various channels. And if you're in a 10K group, you are going to be accessing some of the features, but all the features for those who are in the intraders group. Now, some of you who have CVIP 3, but you have not reached out to our admins, reach out to them, let them add you to the intraders group. Now, this is not just trading digin. Like, trading digin is volatile, and I've said this earlier. That is why you see, like right now, we have been looking at the BSC chain for a while. We look at the Solana chain, but you see that it's only making money when the market, maybe if you are trading on BSC chain, when Binance is pumping or when Solana is pumping, for those who are doing on Solana chain. But do you know one thing about Lupin or the Meteora system is that regardless of the whether the market is crashing or is pumping, the buy order is high or sell order is high, you are still making money because you have a way of helping you to make money regardless. And you're basically not doing anything. When you understand how to key into this system, you are basically not doing anything. Your money is just making money for you because your money is in the pool. So make sure you join the mentorship session where we are going to be looking at this from next week. Now, the week today is the end, or today is Friday, and we are ending. I think today is Friday, right? Yes, we are ending our training sessions tonight for this week. And next week, we continue. We are not doing that. We are in the festive period. We are in Christmas period. We are not working. Like, we are here for you guys 247, like literally every day. Even I am sure that even on the 25th December, probably we might be having session like a mentorship session for you guys. So this is it, that before the year comes to an end, we'll have a couple of days for this year to end. There are some millionaires that will still be raised before this year comes to an end. Crypto is amazing. Like, it's amazing. There are so many hidden gems in crypto that can make you huge money. You just need to understand it, know how to use it. So if you are using the robot to trade, an advantage. You are using the trading robot to trade, you're making money with it, or you are yet to start using it, get in right now. As if you have CVIP3, get into the end traders group and be added to the group. We are having a section, private session next week with you guys on something very massive. I just don't want you to miss it for anything. So see you guys by next week. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you always join each of our training